Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm here with DG nominee Delma and PP Ken, Rotary of
Tortola.
Me also, but we're here for the entire Rotary family today.
Yeah. Congratulations in order.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You're going to be the 2018-2019 district governor.
Yes, believe it or not, I will be. It has happened.
Of the 70-20 district?
Of District 70-20, which includes 10 islands, 10 countries and 12 islands and 82 clubs within the district. 82 Rotary clubs plus another 50 or so Rotaract clubs and some more Interact clubs.
Well, that's quite a big job.
It is. It's quite an awesome responsibility.
Aren't you scared? You don't look like you're scared.
I am to death. The good thing is that I have a lot of good help. I have a lot of good support within the district. I have the Rotary family and the BVI behind me. And then, like I said, we have an excellent leadership team within the district. We have a lot of past district governors who will be good resource persons, the current district governor, as well as the district governor-elect. So we have started working together. They refer to us as the district governor's string, or the G string. The three of us.
The G string.
Yes, the current district governor, the district governor-elect, and the district governor nominee.
That's kind of a risky title.
No, not at all.
Gets
not
people's
at all.
attention.
Not at all.
But and PP, Ken, you are the co-chairman of the conference.
Yeah, as Delma said, it's a huge undertaking that she's been honoured to take on, and as much as we can, those of us in the Rotary family here in the BVI obviously are rallying around to help with all of the organisation that has to be done, leading up to when Delma takes over, which will be the 1st of July 2018, next year. And then towards the end of her term into 2019, as DG and Delma said, they'll be hosting the district conference here, which is a huge event. But there'll be lots of other things that we'll be doing as well. So we have a whole team. I'm lucky enough to be a co-chair with past President Lorna Smith, and we're starting to organise all the events leading up to this sort of great honour for the BVI, really, to be able to do all of this. And as you know, we're starting on Thursday, which is one of the reasons we're here tonight.
Yeah, and so you're launching. I mean, how are you? I'm trying to get the understanding of why you have all these activities so far in advance of your actual position.
Yes. One of the benefits of being district governor is the ability to host the district conference in your country. And this will be the second time that this will be happening in the BVI, as we've only had one district governor before, in the person of Vance Lewis. And it's going to take a lot of organization. I remember being part of PDG Vance's team back in 2012-13. And the planning did start very early. And in fact, that's why we're selected early as well, so that we can put things in place. We can do our training. My training has started almost a year ago. Audley and I, we've been attending different sessions. They call them Zone Institute sessions in North Carolina, zone sessions in Jacksonville. And so the training has started, because we are expected to be at our best, and every district governor is expected to perform better than the district governor before. And so we are named very early on, so that we can do whatever training is necessary, so that we can be completely ready. We can put our teams together, because it is such an awesome responsibility, and it spreads over so many countries. We would normally have within our district a team of 82 around 82 leaders, district leaders, including assistant governors. So you would have an assistant governor from various areas to assist the district governor. They're the persons on the ground to work with the clubs, to give support to the clubs when the district governor is not here. And so there's a lot of work to be done. So quite apart from organizing the district conference, which is a major part of being district governor, there is the ongoing thing of providing support for the various clubs, helping them with their programs, making sure that their plans are in place, encouraging them to support the foundation, to enhance their service projects and to monitor them, to visit the clubs. Every single club is normally visited by the district governor during his or her year as district governor. And so there are a lot of things to be put in place. And one of the things that I'm responsible for right now is the strategic plan for the district. And I have to present this strategic plan at the next district conference, which is going to be held in May. Yeah, it's going to be held in May. We're doing a cruise conference that is going to be the current district governors conference. Governor Haresh Ramchandani out of Jamaica, and he has chosen to do a cruise. So during that conference, I have to present on the strategic plan for District 7020 as one of my responsibilities as DGN right now.
Okay, cool. And so what are the plans now that you're starting off with?
Well, we're starting with this grand launch on Thursday evening at Ginny's Courtyard at the Moorings, when we've invited as much of the BVI community as we can, because we want the whole community behind what will be a major effort on our part to showcase the BVI at the district conference. So this launch is on Thursday evening. I think it starts at 5:30. There's a modest entrance fee of $30 to help us defray the costs and also hopefully defray future expenses that we're going to have. And at that point, at that reception, Delma will be introduced and will outline in general terms what she plans to do over the next little while. It'll also be an opportunity for the local Rotary presidents to make congratulatory remarks, and I think the Premier and other dignitaries will be there as well. So we hope it'll be an event that will raise the awareness of this honour in the community, because as we go forward to the district conference, which will be around May 2019, we'll be planning in advance for that. We expect there's going to be hundreds of visitors to the BVI with their families, so it's going to be a major event for us. A lot of opportunity for local businesses, hotels, restaurants, and so on to participate and to
tour operators, taxi,
everybody, yes, to benefit from what will be a tremendous event. So this on Thursday is really just the beginning of it, the starting to make people aware of what we're doing over the next year or so.
Okay. Now Rotary and the BVI has been quite successful. And that we are having two district governors in what is relatively a short space of time.
5 years.
5 years. What does that say?
It says that...
Is that unusual?
Well, it's not so unusual for some of the bigger countries like Jamaica, like the Bahamas. But it has happened, I believe, a little bit quicker than we may have thought that it would happen. And it is going to be a wonderful time for the BVI. I think we get to showcase the BVI. We get to demonstrate the kind of BVI hospitality that we're known for when the 500 plus visitors that we expect are here in the BVI. And we think that they'll be here over an average of about 5 days. And so it will be a very meaningful time for us. But I do believe that because our Rotary clubs have been performing exceedingly well in the last several years, I think that has helped to really put the spotlight on the BVI and the leadership that we have in the BVI, because without good leaders, we won't be experiencing the successes that we have been having over the years. And we've seen our clubs grown, particularly the two smaller clubs. All the clubs have grown, But the Rotary Club of Tortola, it's a very large club. It boasts about, 98 members
Almost
or something
100,
like
I
that. Yeah, say 100 members. And the Rotary Club of Road Town, which is the second oldest club, they're now upwards of 60 members, and so they have grown quite a lot too. So has the Rotary Club Sunrise of Road Town. But the clubs continue to do excellent work here, and not just the Rotary clubs, but our Rotaract clubs as well. And in fact, we are going to have another honor bestowed on us here in the BVI, in that we have the next, what is it now? District Rotaract representative is coming from the BVI. You met him here, Javon Reimer.
Yes,
He's
yes.
a brilliant young man. He's going to be the next Rotaract representative. And that's like the equivalent of district governor, although they report up to the district governor. So, like I said, there's going to be another big conference happening here next year as a result of that, with our younger group. They are like 18 to 30-year-old young people.
The thing is, every year the district governors, whoever it is that year, has to make a visit to the BVI, and for many years now we've always been complimented on the involvement of our community and the number of members that we have for the per capita, for the size of the community, and that's something I think they take into consideration when deciding who the district governor will be, what kind of support they'll have around them, what kind of effort will be put into it. So as Dalma says, it's a great honor for us actually to have another district governor so soon after DG Lance, which was only 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, there have been many from Jamaica and the Bahamas, which of course are much larger countries. So for the BVI to get two in such a short period of time is great, and we want it to be a big success.
How is Rotary success in the BVI measured? How membership of course could be one criteria.
That's
it's
just
not
one.
But it's not membership really.
No.
It's a service.
It's a
So
service.
when you
It's a
look at
service.
the Rotary clubs in the BVI, how are we measuring the success?
Every year, the Rotary International president, he would put out his criteria for clubs to receive the presidential citation. And so there are certain things that a club must do within the different areas of focus to receive the presidential citation. The district governor also puts together a program that the various clubs are expected to be guided by that program, and one can gain the district governor's award depending on how well they perform within the various categories. So there are measurements, there's a scorecard that is kept, so that is one of the ways in which the clubs are judged. We also have within the district a Club of the Month program where the clubs have different themes every year. Well, not every year. We have monthly themes for each month. And the clubs are encouraged to do certain programs, whether it's a humanitarian service program, training, whatever, based on the particular theme for the month. And so we're supposed to do submissions, and then we're judged on the performance, etc. And every year for the last several years, our clubs, or 3 clubs, have won Club of the Month.
Those are measurements or goals, really. As you say, how do you measure the success? I mean, it's a community organization. We're there to try and help the community and support the community, and that's down at the end of the day to the enthusiasm of the members and the financial and other support that we can give for all the works that we do, but both here and overseas. As you may know, the Rotary clubs of the BVI done tremendous work in Haiti over the last few years following the earthquakes and floods and things that they've had up there. So it's really a case of the clubs looking within themselves to do the best they can. And the measurements that DGN Delma is referring to are really sort of guidelines or signposts that help you make the effort to reach those particular goals. And it all comes under the umbrella of Rotary International, which have the broad global goals of eliminating polio and all these other things. And so it all sort of filters down to the club level like us to try and work towards these goals, and these targets are very helpful to do that.
Well, you know, of course we know that the Rotary is a service organization, and I'm trying to get a sense of the service that you actually do, because I'm thinking that if you're a service organization, that you'll be measured by the community service.
Yes.
And the local, particularly in this district, the local and the regional projects that you've initiated, accomplished, how many people you've helped, you know,
the community.
How much money you've given away, how much food, clothes, and shelter.
The community feels the impact of Rotary here, and while we have those goals, we don't just do things to achieve those goals. We do things based on what's really relevant, what the community needs are. In fact, we are encouraged to do a community needs assessment to try to understand what the true needs are, and to make sure that the programs that we do are relevant to the needs of the community. Take, for instance, diabetes is a big thing here in the BVI. The Rotary Club of Roadtown, they have donated dialysis machines to the hospital. I think they were the first ones to be donated, and I think they may have some plans to do some more. So that is fulfilling a major need. The Rotary Club of Tortola, they have been making contributions to the New People's Hospital. I think they've already contributed like $50,000 to the neonatal unit within the hospital, and they expect to make another fairly big contribution to the hospital, but with evidence that the money is being spent in the areas that we want the money to be spent. And every single club continued to do different things within the community. We support the Adina Donovan Home. We sponsor various schools within our community, and sometimes what we do, it may not require a big check. It's like the schools that we sponsor, quite apart from giving them equipment and so on, we have reading programs with the schools. And so each term, a schedule is provided, and we go and we read to our members, would go and read to the students at the schools that we sponsor. And in the case of Tortola, there's the Joyce Samuel School and the Alexandrina Medura School. We've supported Family Support Network over the years. We've supported Visor. We've supported, oh my goodness,
Many.
Now we get into the success.
Too many to mention.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
now we get into the success of the club.
We do a lot in the community.
Because I don't know how much the community knows about what Rotary actually does.
Well, we're supposed to publicise it. Maybe we're not as good at it as we ought to be. But we try to obviously let people know that we're trying to do good work. I mean, I was president. We did work at the kitchen at the Methodist Church, and rebuilt the Red Cross shop. Bought new playground equipment for the schools that Delma has mentioned, and many other things. And we do try and let people know what we're doing.
Right.
The Rotary Club Roadtown, they do a health fair every year. And not only do they do it here on Tortola, but they go to Virgin Gorda and they do it. Sunrise, they have, what do they call it, a reading corner in the children's ward at People Hospital. They just did that Avenue of Trees by the, what do you call it now, the festival grounds. So in a couple of years, we'll be able to walk on the lovely shaded trees in that area. So there are a number of things. I hasten to add, if I may,
we have to take a break, but just mention that.
That a lot of what we do, we couldn't do it without the support of the BVI community. They have been so generous. and we just couldn't do the work that we do without their support.
Okay. We're going to take a break, and in the time that we have, we're going to go back to the lunch, and we're also going to talk about the district conference and what Virgin Islanders can do to make the conference a success and to participate in the conference meaningfully, socially, and economically. We'll be right back with more Spotlight right after these words from our sponsors.
Spotlight is brought to you by Ocean Conversion BVI Limited and BVI Tourist Board. We are one BVI.
The Spotlight, I'm Edgewenka, and I'm here with DGN, District Governor nominee Delma, and past President Ken. And we're talking about, of course, the incoming District Governor will be from the Virgin Islands, and as such, we are going to have the second district conference held in the Virgin Islands, and that's going to be a major event that the whole community is going to have to participate in. There's going to be opportunities for us to participate in that event. And of course, District Governor nominee role, you're going to have a major role to play in the region, as you mentioned earlier. So that's exciting for a BVI lander to have that much responsibility in a Rotary International. Mm-hmm. And it's something I think that we should be proud of as Virgin Islands, that we just continue to grow as a people from strength to strength. We left off talking about the service that Rotary provides for the community, and you were telling me off the air about the youth that,
yes.
That Rotary also assists.
Yes, our youth arms, which would include the Rotaract clubs or Interact clubs and Early Act clubs. They are viewed by Rotary International. They have the designation of being a service project, which means that we're able to invest funds that we raise from the community to help these young people to develop their leadership skills and so on. So we work with them on a regular basis. We support them with conferences when they have to travel. We would make sure that we would provide to cover the costs of the presidents and secretaries to go to the various conferences and so on. And we send, on average, an average of maybe eight persons away for a weekend training to a program that is called RILA, which is Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. And we send them as far as Florida to work with other young persons their age for this particular training. Yes.
And I have to say that I've noticed that the young people in the various young people's clubs, they blossom into intelligent, leadership-oriented young people. I have noticed that. So
I think they're amazing. I learn a lot from them, and any committee that I am on, I make sure that I have a couple of Rotaractors right there along with me. And actually, this year was a big year of change for Rotaracts, in that they can now be a Rotarian as well as a Rotaractor, which is interesting. That's amazing.
So they want to be twice as busy.
And there are some, we have a few who have taken on that challenge.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about how we're going to make some money on this conference. when the district conference, and this is going to be in 2018 or 2019?
In May. It's going to be the first week in May in 2019.
In 2019. So we have over a year to prepare.
Almost 2.
Almost 2 years to prepare.
Yeah, a year and a half at least.
And so how are Virgin Islands to participate in the economy of the conference? What sort of things that we should start getting ready to look to do? What are going to be some of the needs of the delegates, the Rotarians that's going to be coming in?
Right.
And what kind of faces we should put on?
Well, we put on our game faces, I guess.
Yeah.
But if the last district conference is anything to go by, obviously we're going to need accommodations. We're going to need conference facilities. We're going to need meals on site. We're going to need restaurants to be ready to serve large groups of people. Taxi drivers, as you mentioned.
Tour
operators going to be
charter boats, perhaps.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a great opportunity for the delegates we'll make sure there's a great opportunity for them to see the best of the BVI as well as do the good work of the conference. So that draws in pretty much the whole community, I think. People manning airports to greet people as they arrive, because they'll probably arrive in fairly large groups together, like the delegation from Cayman Islands will probably fill up one plane, for example, and then Bahamas, Haiti will send quite a few, I'm sure. So everybody's going to be busy there for those few days, and of course we would have all the preparation to do all of the preparing
decorations and all of that.
Yes, I think we put up some welcome signage the last time that people were here. I know I spent the best part of a day driving around the island, pinning banners to fences and things like that. So it's going to be a big occasion for us, we hope. And of course, people will come and spend money, obviously, and that's one of the benefits of having such a large group here. So
and of course it's important that the people of the territory, be prepared to give directions or answer questions, have a pleasant smile.
I think last time we did home hospitality, didn't we?
Yes,
well,
yes,
which is another thing that's quite popular at these, where people in the community will say, we'll have a particular night set aside for that, when you can invite a bunch of visiting Rotarians from different countries to come to your home, and you'll cook a meal. Could be 4 people, it could be 14, depending on what you can do. And so that's a great chance to mix and mingle with other people from the Caribbean. And
it's one of the hallmarks of district conference, that home hospitality.
Yes.
Everybody loves it, and it's you really get to know the community a little bit more through home hospitality.
And I have to say, I've had the opportunity to experience it.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I went with my wife to the Bahamas.
Oh, yes.
So I kind of know now what to expect and what we should be doing here in the territory. So that's why I'm bringing all this stuff up. It was a really good experience.
It's a great experience, even at Rotary International, their convention, which would host maybe upwards of 40,000 persons, they still do home hospitality. I'm a little bit late though. They've sold out.
Oh, God.
Yes, they've sold out. But one of the other things I'd like to mention, retailers should also start thinking about what they might be able to do. In fact, I'm sure we'll be approaching them about maybe coming up with some special offers to encourage Rotarians to come and spend some money with them. So that is something that I think would be out there.
And the persons in the BVI who I know some person that do some great crafts and art and they make Christmas decorations beautiful Christmas decorations out of seashells. They make beautiful dolls, and we have some artisans here that really do some good work. And they might want to take back souvenirs, and they come with their families as well, right? So some Rotarians, they come with their families. So,
absolutely.
And so while they are doing the conference, sometimes the families get to go around and so on. And so
sometimes we do organize special events for spouses or partners who are visiting.
So the community need to start thinking about what they can offer and how they could attract some.
Yes, and I think we're also, because of the costs of putting this on, and certainly the initial costs, we'll be looking for some sponsors over the next year or so who are prepared to step up and back the event in exchange for some good advertising and public relations and so on. So, and that's another of the aspects we'll probably be talking about on Thursday when we do the big launch and try and set the backdrop for all of this.
That's going to be very, very important.
So as you can see, the clock is terrorizing me. And so we're going to close by talking about the launch that's coming up at Ginny's
Yes, Thursday evening, 5:30. $30 admission fee. You get cocktails and some bites to eat and things like that. So should be a great event. Hopefully you're hoping for a nice night.
Yeah. And our co-chair, Lorna, and the rest of the committee, Ken and Lorna, are the co-chairs for district conference. And we have a pretty good committee. And so she will,
She'll be
take it
prominent on Thursday.
She would be very prominent on Thursday
Okay, great.
with that, yes.
But the DGN, Delma and PP Ken, is really great having you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And much
Thanks for your
success with your tenure as district governor, and we're looking forward to a successful and prosperous conference.
Thank
Lots
you.
of excitement.
I'm honored, and with everybody's support, I'm sure we're going to have a fantastic conference.
That's
Good.
That's great. Okay, next week's the spotlight is going to shine on the magical musical group, music program of Age Lively South Community College, the Stingrays, and I'm going to have some of them here along with the professor Eric Christian, who is going to talk about the program and how successful it has become and how the band is really taking off. And it's not really a band; it's just the practical aspect of the Age Lively South Community College's music program. We're going to have them here to talk about that success and share that with you. I want you to come out tomorrow night to the other debates. The debates last night was fantastic. The kids performed. The kids from the Brigado Flax Educational Center, Seventh-day Adventist School, the Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies, and the St. George's Secondary School. They really put on a good performance. So tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, come out to the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium for the other debate between, I think, is Cedar School and the Claudia Cricky Educational Center. Claudia Cricky is a championship debater, and it's going to be off the chain. So I'm hoping to see you there. It starts at 6 o'clock. Of course, Spotlight is seen every Tuesday here at JTV at 8 p.m. live, and on channel 55, and we broadcast Sundays at 2:30. You can watch us on demand at jtvlive.net. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/spotlightbvi. You can catch up with all the latest spotlights, make suggestions or comments. Like our Facebook page, please. And you can suggest the guests that you'd like to see on the program. I'm Edjuenko, reminding you that when the spotlight is on, you see the facts. Peace and blessings.
Spotlight is brought to you by CCT BVI, Life Unlimited, and the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, the official Bank of Paradise.